All right, my friends, welcome to Prof and Dev Play Games, episode 125. And just to start off the podcast, fuck Tom Brady and fuck the Patriots. Go Eagles. Over there is Anthony the Dev at Summer Speak, and I am at Prof Plays Games. How's it going, man, on this Super Bowl Sunday?
Pretty good. I can agree with that. I had no skin in the game for this one, except that I wanted the Patriots to lose.
Yeah,
so
me too.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I didn't care any other way. I think, Boston's rooting for the Patriots and everyone else just fucking hates them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's not just because they win a lot; they just cheat. They're just fucking cheaters. Ugh. Anyway, this week we're talking about Microsoft and these rumors that seem both credible and incredible at the same time about them buying certain companies, and then we'll talk about what their 2018 should look like for them to kind of get back on their feet.
Yeah.
At least not Microsoft, but Xbox, I should say, because Microsoft is doing just fine.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. So once we get into that, I mean, we can just get right into it.
Let's do it, yeah.
You look at financials. Microsoft is worth a lot of money. I think people discount how much Microsoft actually is worth.
Yeah.
And I think 10 times what some of these companies that they're buying, they're talking, the rumors are of them buying. So I think their market cap was tens of million, close to 100 million, something like that.
100 billion?
Yeah, close to it, I think.
Billion, right? Not million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, billion market.
100 million. Ooh.
Right now Microsoft's market. No, I'm way off. Their market cap is 708 billion.
Oh, then they could easily buy EA, who I thought their market cap was in double-digit billion.
EA's is 8, something like that.
8 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, then they could just easily buy them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... Oh, no, 38 billion is EA's.
But still.
So, but still, you're like, sure, okay, 38, it's still more than 10 times more.
Yeah,
so,
and just to clarify for the listeners, the rumors were they were talking about buying EA or Valve or PUBG Corp.
Easiest one for them to buy, PUBG.
Of course.
Straight up. Blue hole.
Right.
I mean, they bought Minecraft. I mean, let's be honest. PUBG is one game. It's doing really well. But, I mean, these people spent however much on Minecraft? 2 billion?
2 billion, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Microsoft being like, here, Blue hole, 2 billion. We're taking PUBG completely and your entire company.
And I know this is a dumb question, but why when it's just a mode that you could make your own mode in your own IP?
Yeah.
I know.
I think that's the so here we get back to the issue that I think Microsoft is having, and all this is coming out. They don't have enough internal development.
Yeah, that's true.
So they could do it in their own game, own mode. I mean, I guess they could do a Halo PUBG.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But that they already have a Halo. They have one Halo team. There will be another Halo. We know there will be another Halo. So that doesn't really get them more. It just keeps them getting another successful Halo.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like, so the rumors are, what was PUBG, Valve, and EA. I think Valve is the least likely.
Oh God, no way.
Only because Gabe Newell has control of that company. It's private. He owns most of it.
Right.
So it really comes down to him. Who knows? Maybe he is ready to just I'm done. I want out. Give me the money. I'm done. But I doubt it.
He has so much money already that what incentive is there?
He doesn't want to manage it anymore.
But then you just walk away with your money and hand it off to someone else, right?
I would think.
Yeah.
But
I guess
that's the only thing I can think of. And people have tried to have talked to Valve about buying them before. So
really?
EA did at one point.
Oh God.
A long while ago.
Thank God they did.
Quite a while ago. They didn't. But it really comes down to Gabe Newell completely on that front. So that's the least likely to me. The EA one is actually completely... I could see that actually happening. Not for sure, but it's the plausible one to me. I'm I could see Microsoft just either just buying out controlling shares of the company or just hostile takeover if they really wanted to.
I keep thinking about it in a Goldilocks scenario where Valve is just doesn't fit, but the PUBG Corp is it's too cold or too easy or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just I agree that EA is just right. The thing that I wonder about is that why buy them? Because I don't think they would make the games exclusive. I don't see FIFA being an Xbox only thing. They would want to make the money off of FIFA on all the platforms because FIFA.
And this is part where it depends. Are they buying them for just to increase their overall like revenue, or are they buying them to basically say, hey, you want to play FIFA, you want to play Madden's, Battlefields, Battlefront, all these games, you want to play these IPs, yeah, you play them on Xbox.
I just can't see that. That's just, I mean, just with Minecraft, you know, they didn't do that, at least not yet.
They had no reason to. I mean, it was already multi. Like, Minecraft fits a different demographic, though.
Like the casual-ish?
It's not even casual. It's like kids. It is a specific thing trying to help kids come into gaming. It's like very generational.
Right.
I don't see that way. I totally see that as like, if they did this, it would. What do they have to do to make Xbox compelling?
Yeah, well, that would do it for sure.
Exclusives.
Yep.
Really true exclusives.
But I mean, taking away games that people have had for a long time on like PS4 or whatever, wouldn't that just piss everybody off?
I'm sure some would be pissed.
Yeah.
I still don't think it would be enough. How many people that are be pissed about? Okay, so FIFA sells an absolute shit ton.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Mm-hmm. How many people are going to be like, you know what? We're not going to buy FIFA anymore. That are FIFA fans, like really big FIFA fans.
Yeah, you only have one competitor, PES, and it's not. Some people like it, but I guess the thing that is sticking in my mind is that Microsoft would be cutting off their revenue because of all the PS4s out on the market, that they could make so much money off of the FIFA foot. It depends on if this would be a merger for revenue or for increasing the desirability of Xbox brand. That's true. I guess.
I mean, that's the play. Is this purely a revenue thing, or is this a regaining some relevance in the console wars, because they have fallen out of relevance in the I would say this past year, with the Switch now being the fastest selling console in 10 months.
Crazy, yeah.
And the PS4 still at like a 2-to-1 over Xbox One. So what people have, they have PS4s and they have Switches.
Right. That's what I got.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people will have.
Yep, or PC and Switch, yeah. I mean, Switch is the number 2 for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I guess the thing that I keep coming back to is the thing that makes the most sense to me is them outright buying IP from EA. Like,
that's effectively what it would be.
But I mean, not even by buying the whole company just for the IP, but like saying, we will buy Mass Effect from you for X amount of money. We will buy whatever IP from you.
We'll buy BioWare from you.
Yeah, exactly right.
We'll just buy these devs. I mean, that is possible if that was something EA was open to.
Yeah.
But it might just be easier just to be like, no, we're taking all of you.
Yeah, that's true. And you're talking about strictly about the numbers. First of all, they could buy them with the money, but you're right about just buying enough stock to control the company.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing there with public companies and all of that. I doubt it would come to that, but
yeah.
And people will be like, oh, these are all just rumors. This would never happen. Usually, in a buyout situation, this stuff is leaked for a reason.
Just to like
they're testing the waters.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
They're trying to see what the stock market and what the stocks would do with this information coming out.
Right.
And guess what? EA's stock jumped. It jumped by almost $15.
Are you fucking kidding me?
On the day this rumor came out on Tuesday.
Well, that's interesting because it jumped that much in a week where the rest of the stock market kind of fucking took a shit.
Oh yeah, so. I mean, it's shed. It's shed about $6.
Of course, because
but you look at that and you're like, oh, EA stock.
Yeah.
Jumped a significant amount. Like that shows that people owning EA stock are like, yes, please give us money for this.
Right.
So.
Well, and all of us are on the timeline where Donald Trump is president of the United States, so anything can happen. So we'll wait and see. I think that this year Microsoft has to make some big move, and I don't know if that means these mergers or purchases, or that means like just a fucking unbelievable E3. But they've got the most powerful box, so they need to have shit to play on it.
Yeah.
So I guess my question for you is, what do you think their E3 looks like this year?
I got on a limb, a new Halo.
Yeah, you think?
I think they got to swing for the fences. So
yeah, right.
Even tease Halo 6?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Halo 6
or whatever they want to call it, or
right.
A new Halo, a new mainline Halo.
Halo Battlegrounds.
Just get that out there. Get it presented. Maybe not even playable. Maybe it's just a cinematic. But let people know that that's coming. Like, what else do they have that's super exclusive? I mean, they're going to have Crackdown 3?
Yep.
Yeah, they'll probably be showing that one out off a ton.
I guess now that I say it out loud, like I don't think Halo 6 is coming this year, but I could totally see them saying there's a Halo Battlegrounds and it's out now. It's an add-on for Halo 5.
I could totally see something like that. That's for sure. Yeah. It's going to be really interesting. But that's the issue. Like, you sit here and you think about the stuff Microsoft has, and it's just...
It's not compelling to me.
When PS4, Sony, and Nintendo are putting out the games that they have in the past year and what's coming out this year, you definitely are like... You see that the weak link there is, like, they just don't have... Their properties aren't holding up anymore, and they've jettisoned so much internal development that there's pretty much no new IP except for coming out of Rare, Sea of Thieves.
I know it's a small game, but Ori and the Will of the Wisps is
Xbox
I mean,
they get some indies.
Right.
That's fine. Like, they can work on that, but indies don't support an entire console, unfortunately.
Right.
You need those big first-party games, and really internally, just Microsoft hasn't, under previous management and stuff, had gotten rid of so much of their internal development teams. Right. So they pared it down, and now they're kind of suffering from it.
I just think overall this E3 is going to be gloves off for Microsoft and Nintendo, both of them. Just just swinging, like you said, swinging for the fences. Both of them are just like fucking. Here's like stuff you didn't even think was coming. Here's stuff that we cancel all this shit. So here's the things that we've doubled down on because we canceled those things. The rumors about Fable 4 coming out of Battlegrounds, Playground. I don't know if you heard that rumor or not.
I didn't see it was.
The rumor is basically Playground
is messing with it.
Yeah, Playground's spinning up a second team with Guerrilla and Rockstar devs to do basically Fable 4.
And that's the thing. I mean, that's cool. I'm like, is the Fable franchise system selling?
I mean, I don't know.
It's never been that way to me. I mean, I always got Fable. Actually, I only played the first two, and it wasn't that never sold me the system. It's just I own the system, so I guess I'll get Fable.
For me, it's listening to a bunch of Xbox podcasts and people just raving about Fable and how they think it's like a system seller and really excited about it. That's the only thing I know about it, and I've never heard about it outside of that Xbox echo chamber kind of thing. No,
it doesn't. It does not have the brand recognition like that. Like it's an interesting RPG and does its own things, but I never found it as compelling as a lot of the other AAA RPGs. It's in some ways the first Fables were like more RPG-ish Zeldas, and Zelda's just better. To be honest, like good luck there.
That is the crazy thing.
It's hard.
Yeah, with so many games, just a shit ton of games and really really great games. The good games that are trying to like emulate the great games, like I don't know how much time we had to play them all. Like, if we have a limited amount of time, we're going to play the great games, not the games,
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they have. Some people have been whispering about Perfect Dark coming back, and that doesn't really hold anything for me either.
No, because I don't know why they would necessarily bring that back.
Yeah.
They've done 2 Perfect Dark games now. Because there's a 360 one when it came out.
I think it was 0,
Yeah, there was a launch. Yeah, it was a launch one. It didn't sell that well.
Right.
It wasn't super well received, so I feel like that's franchise. I'm like, sure, it could be a franchise that's looking to back into their back catalog and like, oh, what franchises haven't we done anything with? Mm-hmm. Well, you haven't done anything with it because no one cared.
Right.
Like, it just didn't resonate. People were like, whatever.
Yeah, it's almost like trying to spin the like bench players into like superstars, and it's just not.
Yeah. No, they need their own superstars. So that's why I'm like, there's probably truth to rumors that Microsoft is looking to buy something and just start fuel. And it would not be for this year, unfortunately. It would be next year at earliest if they bought something. Well, if they bought something now, let's say they did buy EA soon, like that all came out, and then it was, all right.
And Anthem is theirs.
Yeah, do they just say, screw it, cut multi-platform support off of Madden, FIFA for this year? Anthem is Xbox One, PC only. Like,
I just can't.
Theoretically, they could do it and just be like, boom, we're doing this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just can't see it. I can't see it for the things that are multi-plat already. But like Anthem, like I could see them doing it for Anthem, saying this is Xbox only. Come get it or not. Jesus. It just that's why it makes the most sense, because they want to do maybe the thing that makes it the fastest way to have exclusives, and that's it by someone else's.
Yeah. And it's definitely probably has to be EA.
And why would EA sell, though? Just money? Like,
yeah.
I guess the stockholders would be like, yeah, sell so we can get money.
Activision's market cap is 54 billion.
I wonder what Ubisoft is. Yeah.
Ubisoft's only 7.5.
Oh, no wonder Vivendi can make a move for them.
Yeah. So of like big publishers, they're still pretty minor.
Yeah, that's pretty small. Wow. I mean, 7 billion is a lot of money, but you know what I mean.
But in comparison to EA being 38 and Activision being 54.
Right. If you're kind of like headhunting, looking for like a good return on investment, Ubisoft would be it. Man, I don't know how Ubisoft slowly snuck in to be like my second favorite developer after Nintendo, but like I would probably buy an Xbox if Ubisoft went Xbox exclusive. But that's not happening. I just feel like...
No, Ubisoft is the one that I feel is least likely.
Yeah.
They are so entrenched in multi-plat.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. So, it's crazy rumors. But I always say that when rumors like this come out, there's a nugget of truth there somewhere. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if talks have happened between EA and Microsoft. Like, even preliminary.
Right.
Like, let's come to the table. Is this... If we offered something like this, is this something... these companies would be interested in.
Well, there's also something interesting that you said, that you kind of leak it to see how the markets react, and to kind of leak the real one with two outlandish ones, like one, the PUBG Corp, like, yeah, that makes sense, whatever, it's kind of boring, but the Valve one, like, no, that's fucking insane, that's not going to happen. So it makes the EA one look kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I assume we're going to find out this year, maybe by E3 or before, but...
if it happens, we would know before E3.
Yeah, it's not really an E3.
And if it's not going to happen, we'll know nothing. Like, it will just die quietly behind the scenes, and it'll never be brought up again.
I'm surprised Nintendo's not part of this rumor. That's not going to happen.
No.
No. Oh, man.
Notice how none of the companies there are non-Western.
Yeah, right.
But that makes sense from a Microsoft standpoint as well.
Yeah, they're done trying to... get into the Japanese market, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So just rumors swirling this week, and I guess also unrelated to this at all. Nintendo's giving us a birthday present, huh?
They are.
September. Online services.
Maybe. Hopefully it's a birthday present. Hopefully it's awesome, and it's everything that I want Nintendo to do, and they get rid of the stupid dongle to play multiplayer and talk and the whole thing.
Yeah. It's $20 a year, so I can't imagine it's anything huge, but I guess my question for you is, if it's launching in September and it's online multiplayer, or if it's pay to play online, do you think they have to launch a new online multiplayer game in that same time frame to make it like a service seller?
I would assume so. Or this comes out then, and whatever they're launching this fall.
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think that's going to be then?
Smash.
Yeah, that kind of makes the most sense to me too.
I think Smash would be it.
Yeah.
Like, guess what?
E3 announcement.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page there.
Yeah. Okay, so one more question. Sorry, I know I'm throwing these out at you that are unrelated to what we were just talking about. But okay, if it's Smash, they're porting Smash Wii U to the Switch, which is fine. But they're going to bring a couple new characters. What would you want to see?
New characters. What would they bring? I mean, what hasn't been in there already?
Splatoon. Inklings.
Yeah, I guess Splatoon. You definitely some Inklings. You'll probably see some ARMS characters.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And like super bizarre moves, I'm sure. That'd be hilarious, actually.
Speaking of ARMS real quick, I can't believe that game sold less than 1-2 Switch. That's just from the financials.
Yeah.
That's I mean, it's still over 1 million, but still, like, wow, that's a disappointment, I think. Yeah, I think.
But if you look at how much fighting games typically sell,
yeah, that's true.
They don't actually. That market is pretty small in comparison. Like selling 1 million on fighting games, well done.
That's pretty good. Okay, that's a good perspective. But yeah, I think you're right. Inklings and ARMS characters are what's probably going to hit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any third parties that they might bring in that
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems like a big stretch, but
yeah,
I think Phil Spencer said he was open to it.
Bayonetta, they've done Cloud. Like, they've done the really big ones. Is the thing.
I honestly, if there's one third-party character I want to see, it's Simon Belmont.
I thought you wanted Shovel Knight?
Oh yeah. I was thinking like AAA.
Yeah, AAA.
Yeah. No, in terms of indie, definitely Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see them bringing in a Castlevania character would be good.
I mean, what does Konami care? Like,
yeah,
I think they would just sell that license out.
They're like, sure, do it. Yeah, I think that's it. And who knows, maybe some other stuff that they haven't announced yet this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be
that'll be relevant.
It's gonna be a big E3, that's for sure. I can't wait. And I know. Sorry, go ahead.
I definitely agree with you. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty big for Nintendo and Microsoft, and Sony's gonna be pretty. We know a lot of Sony stuff, so I'm curious what they'll bring.
That's exactly what I was about to say, is that I think it's going to be big for those two, and that Sony's going to disappoint again because we already know so much. Like,
yeah.
And not because the PS4 is disappointing. It's fucking like one of my favorite consoles of all time. But, are they going to announce new things that are coming out in 2 years? Are we going to see another Death Stranding video that I'm not going to watch? I still haven't watched any of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, God of War will be out by that point.
420, blaze it up, bro.
Yep.
And with your cardboard labo, whatever the fuck.
Labo.
Yeah. Which, by the way, looks
don't burn down your
rad.
Labo.
Yeah. Do not make a bong out of your Labo. But that stuff looks rad, by the way.
It does. All the previews coming out, I'm like, yeah, I'm sold. I pre-ordered the variety pack.
Oh, you did? It's already up for pre-order?
Yeah, Amazon had them.
Oh, okay. Had them.
At least they had them a couple weeks ago or whenever.
Yeah.
It was. I didn't pre-order it the day it came out. I was just like, they're available. Why not just put?
Yeah.
I can see if I want it later or not. But
I keep wanting to show my wife that video just to see what she thinks about it.
I'd be curious. I think your wife would be like, "What?"
I know she would be, but I keep
like cardboard. Really?
We just need to find 3 minutes in our day to do that.
It's true.
Haven't quite found it yet. Kids crawling now, so.
Yep.
Wow.
And then on the move to everything you don't want them to be heading towards.
Nah, so far it's things in her general proximity are things that we kind of lay down in front of her, but
yeah,
there have been a couple of things that she's darted out towards. It's like, no, you can't eat that.
Please no.
It's so funny because, sorry, go ahead.
Not in your mouth, please.
Wow, she'll put goddamn anything in her mouth until she's at the table and she's got like food on her hands, and she's like, like put it in your mouth like everything else, but she doesn't. So.
Of course not.
But if you give her a spoon, she'll pick it up in a spoon and put it in her mouth, but not with her hands. So.
Okay.
Yeah, which is crazy for a 7-month-old. Like, this kid is like, I don't know, seems weird, but she's still alive, so that's the best part.
Pretty much.
Anything else about that random smattering of topics before we get on to what we're playing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, one more thing. Before we get on to what we're playing, why don't we talk about our Chrono Trigger embarkment?
Oh, right.
We both decided. I had no idea that you haven't beaten that game.
No, I've gotten pretty far, and I don't want to spoil anything because it's a game that I would say is at a certain point becomes hard to tell a percentage of like how close to the end you are. It's just one of those games. It's just like I also know that there's like multiple endings. So I don't know.
Is it like one of the
I
first
got
games?
to a point where I was like, I don't know how far or close to the ending I actually am, or
right.
And it's not bad. It changed. Like you get through it and you're like, and I hadn't gotten to that point like until it's been almost like 10 years, like
Did
9 years ago.
Oh my god.
Like I said, it was in Italy. Like my trip to Italy,
Right.
I had gotten that game. I took my DS on Italy with wife and I, so I played it on our 9-hour plane rides, and then training around Italy. And the Cinque Terre. I sat overlooking the Mediterranean playing Chrono Trigger.
Oh, awesome.
While sipping wine on a balcony.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It was pretty ridiculous, but
let's recreate that.
that's not going to happen anytime soon. But that was the last time I played it. Was I think the flight back, and then I got back and got distracted with work and other things, and
right.
Like I fired it up yesterday, night before, for the first time in a while. I'm like, let's see what my save was. Level 50, 52. I'm like, clearly put time into this. I have no clue what I was doing or where I'm at. Okay.
Oh man, so you're starting over then?
I'm just gonna start over.
Okay. So
I did. I started a new
nice.
save.
Yeah. So we basically started on the same day.
Yeah, we're both. I think I'm still in the fair.
So am I.
Running around the fair. Like, I know I could be done with that super fast if I wanted to be, but.
Well, the best thing about that is I was playing in bed last night, And you can play without pushing any of the buttons. You just press the touch screen, and it's like the A button, so it just interacts with everyone. So I didn't make any noise. There's no clicky. But we're both embarking on this. We're going to beat this year for the first time, apparently. I've played the intro like 6 times. Like, I don't know why I keep playing the intro and just not getting any further. So we're going to beat it, but we're going to take it like some sort of paced gaming, basically. So can you lay out kind of how we're going to do that? Because
I think it will be somewhat up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But the first 2 weeks is to get through the trial and the events that happen immediately after it.
Right.
Get through that part. So I think that's doable, and that's easily doable in 2 weeks. I actually think I could probably get through that in a couple days tops. But I don't know our pace right now.
Yeah.
Because I will say that's where things start getting longer the more farther into the game you get. So I don't want to set out like, this is how we're exactly going to do it, because I'm kind of getting a sense for myself what our play rate is actually going to be.
Yeah, how fast we're going to get through it.
Yeah. And how much we are all doing like side quests and things like that.
Right.
So because there's things to do that you don't have to do everything. So it's hard to say. But yeah, list of endings. How many endings are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's ending 1, and then A, B, C, D, E on ending 1, and then ending 2, ending 3, ending 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So we're committing to get all the endings.
No, there are 13 endings.
Okay, I'm going to get 1 ending, and that's going to be good enough.
So for any listeners, there's a lot of endings to this game. We've got to figure that one out.
So we're gonna play the game, and we're going to check in each week and just say we're gonna roughly try to stay with each other, I guess. As much as you can, basically, and then just kind of talk about what we're doing.
Yeah, and talk about this game.
Yeah, and just the fair part is just I love that part. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I love the things to do and the time machine and just opening that whole thing up. I just stepped into the time machine, so.
It's a pretty great way to open a game.
Yeah.
And it just lets you explore without really pressure.
Right.
Just like go explore. There's nothing huge here. You're going to a fair. Enjoy.
Well, I like that. They set out the food or whatever, and all these different like the cat and things like that you can do or not do, and dependent, give it to her or not, and then that I assume that's what's factoring into the trial later.
I think so. I don't remember exactly, but yes. Decisions do matter.
Yeah, I think I've gotten as far as the trial, and that's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, this should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
So currently my daughter is crying.
Okay.
So she might be putting herself back to sleep. So we're just going to keep going because we're trying to encourage her to put herself back to sleep. Right now she's got her hand in her mouth, and she's not rocking back and forth. She turns sideways, flips upside down, like just is all over her crib, but she looks like she's going back to sleep, maybe? Nope. That's her cry coughing, which is her favorite thing. So it looks like she's not moving. So let's just keep going, and then there might be some awkward transition while I click off and come back. But let's just keep going and talk about what we're playing. So obviously we're doing Chrono Trigger, but we'll kind of get more in depth with that next week when we put some more time into it. But what's the big stuff you've been putting your time into this week that I might be able to guess?
Yeah, you can guess one. Put a bunch of time in. I did play something else strange. I did 2 weirder things. I played a game called Atlus Reactor, which is a free-to-play simultaneous turn-based simultaneous deathmatch game.
What?
Tactical. It's tactical, but it's done. Your turn is simultaneous.
Okay.
So you lock in. You have like 20 seconds to lock in your move and what you're going to do, like ability use, and then depending on there's different phases, like 4 different phases, and like how fast things can go. So abilities that happen in like the fast phase go off, and then abilities that happen in like the normal phase go off, and then movement happens. So it's this weird like moving around but turn based. Like
what's it called?
Atlus Reactor. It's free to play, and it has it's very MOBA-esque style.
And it's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
Okay.
I was just trying out some new tactical stuff with some friends and just trying to see weirder things that have been out there. And this one is pretty strange. has some good production value. It's a little confusing. The way that abilities go off, it's kind of hard to tell when you're like, I wonder which order stuff is going to go on. And then I did research, and it actually doesn't matter. The game presents abilities going off in a specific order, but everything behind the scenes is processed simultaneously. Uh-huh. So it's just showing you for sake of clarity, but you won't just die in the middle of a turn.
Right.
Like, you will die at the end of the turn, like once everything has been processed. So
that sounds pretty awesome. I think
it's interesting. It's really punny. Like, I think they overdo it on the dialogue and the puns that the characters say. But that's okay. You can turn those off. You can turn off character dialogue. So
I think this is a good year for me to check out some free to play games because I'm not buying too many things.
Yeah, so that was fun to check out and play. I played like 4 games of it. Tutorial plus 4. It was fun. And then I jumped into Hearthstone.
Dude.
Because I had extra packs. I had like 5 Kobolds packs. So I was like, sure, I'm going to open some packs. And then I played started playing the Dungeon Run. I really like the Dungeon Run. Dungeon Run's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. Did you start it yesterday?
Today, actually.
Oh, okay. I started yesterday.
I had packs from Twitch.
Nice. Yeah, me too. I loaded up I was waiting for our friend Greg. We're doing a new really stupid podcast, but kind of funny. And he was late, so I was like, oh, what can I play that's quick? And I got into Hearthstone, and I played like 6 or 7 matches and opened up my packs and did the dungeon run. And I was like, I forgot how much I fucking love this game. Yeah. It's so good. I was winning. Like, it felt really good. I was like, what? I haven't played this game in like a year and a half, and I'm like winning. This is great. And then I got my ass handed to me. So
yeah, the dungeon runs seem really fun. I want to play those. Exactly, kind of fits what I like to do. It's just that single player, but really fun decisions between matches to be like, okay, how do I want to improve my deck?
Right.
That draft experience, basically.
That draft experience between like which treasure do you want, which card do you want to put in your deck, and it's just like, can I keep these cards? These cards are great. Yeah,
I was having a lot of fun with that.
So good.
And then I didn't do it, but I watched a friend stream because he wanted to show it to me. Slay the Spire.
Oh yeah, I've just heard about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need this game, but I don't want to spend money on it right now. It's not that much, but I'm just like, oh my god, this game is amazing.
That's awesome, because I heard about it on a podcast, and I thought, that's probably an Anthony game.
Deck builder. Yeah, I know, it's insane. It's so simple and trivial as a card game, but it looks so addicting. And I'm holding myself off on that. I'm holding myself off of Monster Hunter World still.
Yeah.
God, I still have so many people I know playing that.
There's lots and lots and lots of positivity from around that game right now.
So, but the game I've been playing the most is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
I beat Divine Beast Meadow last time?
You didn't talk about it, so I don't know.
So no, I have Rivali's Gale now.
Oh yeah.
Which makes things nice and easy. That was the first one I went to this time.
Right.
I have the Master Sword now.
Nice.
So I've done 50 shrines. I have the Master Sword.
And only one Divine Beast.
Yep. I'm going to Zora's domain right now. But I don't know if I'm going to do that one or if I'm just going to get into the domain, get the shrine, and then go to maybe the desert. I don't know.
Oh god, the fucking desert.
Again, with the about 30% of the things that I'm doing this time playing the game, I have never done before, or places I've never seen.
So it's almost like you're playing Breath of the Wild Part 2.
Kind of. It's ridiculous when I'm like, how did I not see this before? Like, stuff around Hyrule Field that I'm like, I never went here. How did I never go here? Because I got the tower in Hyrule Field, and I've been in Hyrule Castle, but there's been like 2 shrines there that I never got until this playthrough, and I'm like, nope, never knew these existed.
That's kind of the same thing that I like about The Witcher, where on my replaying that game, it's just like, I didn't do this before, I didn't do that. It's just like, there's more to my favorite game of all time. Great.
Yeah, I will say Breath of the Wild is easily in the top 5 now of my all-time best games.
Yeah,
it is definitely into top 5, and we'll see where it continues to rise because it's really good. This game.
Well, part of your metric is replaying it, right? And you've kind of jumped into this one,
because desire
of
to replay it, and then how enjoyable that replay is. And this replay is incredible. Like, I have so many Koroks. Like, it's finding like all these new Korok things and stuff that I'm like, I ran by here so many times in my first playthrough on the Wii U, and yet I never saw this this like Korok seed puzzle. What? How did that happen? I don't understand.
Do you find that it runs better on the Switch than the Wii U?
Yeah, for the most part. Although there's certain slowdown points that are the same between both of them.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of strange, but it's true. Like, there are certain places where the frame drops. The Lost Woods, the Korok forest, has the same frame drop there that it did on the Wii U. Although it doesn't have the frame drop whenever you're playing it handheld.
Oh, because it's dropped to 720?
Yep.
That makes sense. That's how I played almost all. I mean, that's how I play my Switch. So.
I play them both ways because my kids have been.
Your kids want to watch,
so want to watch me play Zelda.
That's awesome.
Love it.
I can't wait for those days.
So I don't know. I mean, I can't believe I'm still playing this game, and I'm just like, no, I want to play more. I'm not gonna stop playing this. Like,
I know there are a lot of great new games that came out last year that I could play, but I'm gonna play this one I already played.
Pretty much, because it's better than everything.
Yeah, no, it's a good way to spend your time.
I need to do Eventide Isle again at some point. It's there and it's waiting for me, and I kind of feel like it's time.
That was my favorite part of Breath of the Wild.
It's incredible, and I think it's time. I think I could probably beat it really fast now. I think so too. That's the one thing I'm playing through this time. I'm much better at combat, just having found my limits and stuff. So,
but you're not doing the fast mode or not the. Oh, you don't have the DLC, never mind.
Not yet. I'm not doing Master, but just in general, the combat, I just don't get hit that much anymore.
Yeah,
like I actually can dodge really well and get out of the way. So, like, there was is it the Phoenix, the big one-eyed dudes?
Yep.
Yeah, there was talk about this last week. There was a shrine where you had to get 3 orbs from 3 different Phoenixes.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, you didn't mention that.
They're like you're on a hill, and there's 3 platforms where you need to put orbs in, and guess what? There's 3 Phoenixes asleep. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like 3 Eventide Isles.
But the last one I did, I mean, like, I came across it because I fought one of the Phoenix and got the orb. And I'm like, where do I take this orb? This is weird. Why do
this gotta go somewhere?
So this got to go somewhere. Let's like search. And so I got up there and I found it, and then I was like, I wonder. And there's 2 other platforms pointing in different directions. And Yep. But one of them was very easy. I just jumped off, and I was all in stealth gear, landed on the Phoenix, grabbed the orb, and then just ran back and put it in. And I was like, cool, done.
Oh my God, I fought that guy like 50 times. It took me like 4 nights to beat that island because of that Hinox.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, that's the thing. I did the quest line in Kakariko.
Oh yeah, you did.
I actually got the next shrine, that the orb in Imba's house. I was able to use it.
In her house?
Yeah, there's an orb that sits aside. It says it's an ancient relic.
Right.
You can't touch it.
Right.
But I finished all the quests that were in the little journal, and
oh my God, dude!
And then it's like suddenly there's a whole storyline around it. Like not even a small storyline. It's like has relevance to like different characters in the village and like their backstories.
Oh, dude!
And there's like a small boss fight and the whole thing. Like it's this whole like it definitely felt like a bit of a Majora's Mask. It's not like all Majora's Mask, but it had that element of there are time things you have to do. Like people are out at certain times or at certain places at certain times, and you need to visit them at the right time. It was definitely alluding to that style, the Majora's Mask style of gameplay.
You're making me want to play this game.
This is the depth of this thing that I'm like, how does it have so much content? It's insane.
That's awesome.
And then watching that speed run, and they were getting shrines that I had no clue even existed.
Yeah.
So that helped. And there's like a ton around Death Mountain. Specifically, there's specifically one that they're like, this is a very important shrine for the speed run, and I'm like, I would have no clue that shrine was even there. It's just in a canyon.
You get certain armor out of it or something?
No, it's a really good place because they're going to warp to it multiple times during the speed run. It's like a very important place to warp to, and that they can come out of it and they can do a stasis launch from it.
Oh my God, the planning in that that speed run is incredible.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. I can see speedruns to just get Ganon kind of being boring, but this is like all main quests.
Right.
So you have to minimum do all divine beasts, so that gets you 4 hearts on 3. So you need to at least, can't remember how many total shrines you need more to do, because you just need 13 hearts, and they don't spend to get the sword, and they do not spend any orbs on stamina.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
One stamina wheel.
Right, because they're the quickest to the hearts as
Yep.
possible.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So,
Wow.
I mean, I highly recommend it. It's just incredible to watch, but
Well,
it's an interesting one because it's a big speed run.
Yeah.
That there's so much variables to take into consideration that I think people will be doing it for a long time to like optimize or try out new experimental ways to get to beat it in 100%, not 100%, main quest 100%.
Well, I finally got the time. Like, kid was down, lunchtime, sit down, turn on Twitch, find speed run, and it kept glitching. Like on my browser or something, it got like 2 minutes in and it just kept stopping. It's like, God, I don't have much time for this, guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was happening, but I want to get back to it for sure.
Yeah.
So
man, yeah, I mean that's been my week.
That game. Okay. Wow. That's just there's just so much to wring out of that game that came out almost a year ago now.
Yep.
For me, let's see here. Steamworld Dig 2. Just more hours into that. I just beat. I feel like I got like the halfway through the game where you beat this. You go into like this weird mine. It's like technological, and you're trying to run away from the big contraptions that you can't really fight. And I kept running and kept running. I'm like, there's no possible way that I can outrun this guy because I know the ending is right there. So I'm like, okay, I must be doing something wrong. I went on and found a speedrun video of where I was at, and I saw the guy like moving really quickly, and I'm like, there must be some sort of power up to move quickly. So I turned it off because I didn't want to see like the ending. I just wanted to get like a clue. So I go in, I'm like, you know what? I wonder if there's a run button. So I get to a straightaway and I hold, I think it's a Y button, and I start running. And I was like, I've played this game for 5 hours and I didn't know there was a run button. And to be fair, you're digging in a mine, so you don't really need to run. But so I beat this place, and then you come out and it's like, okay, you've done this and we figured out this part of the mystery, but there are 3 places to go to get 3 things to, the whole almost Triforce kind of thing. So I'm at that point now where there's the 3 trials ahead of me, and then the NPC is like, you can do that, but you really should explore all the places that you've been to before to find new things. And I was like, oh yeah. So I just went and I'm just like with all my new powers, like exploring the old places and getting a ton of upgrade wheels or cogs and things like that. So that game is just still so much splendor for me, and I'm just it's what I'm using. I love it anyways, but it's what I'm using to hold myself off from playing Celeste or buying Celeste, because I'm not buying games right now because I've watched hours of Celeste this week. It's just like I forgot how I didn't forget, but I think platforming is probably my favorite genre, and it's just it looks sublime. So I've been playing Steamworld Dig 2, played some Chrono Trigger, which I talked about, and then last night I finally got back onto my PS4, which I haven't turned on in like a week, and played some Assassin's Creed Origins, which is still just amazing. I did like 3 or 4 side quests that kind of start out with like this kind of innocuous thing, like help me defeat these bandits or whatever. And then it turns into like, oh, the bandit stole this thing from my brother. We need to go find him. Oh, and you get to your brother, and then he's dead. And like, how did he die? You got to investigate this place, and then it takes you to like these pyramids, and it's just like it keeps going and going and gets more and more convoluted. So you feel like you're, I was like last night headed toward the pyramids of Giza. Like I finally wanted to get to the pyramids, and along the way you just get distracted by all these small, really interesting storylines that are just like you don't need to do them. You could never see those things. There's just so much to that game. It's just so good. I know it's on your list and you'll eventually get to it, but I think it's something you'll like a lot.
I think I will too. Did you see the rumors that they're for, was it Assassin's Creed Dynasty?
I did, about China, I think.
Yeah, that's the thought.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm curious. Will my prediction be ruined? Will they put it out this year? I don't
think so.
I think they should wait, unless it's been in development on the same time frame. Like,
right. Well, they
started it earlier, but
yeah, right.
Yeah, I think I would be very excited to have one set in China. That'd be really neat. Beyond the side scroller they had a side scroller set in China.
Yeah, they did. I thought those were better than they should have been.
Yeah, no, they're not bad. Like, but to have like just a proper game set in a East Asian country would be really cool. There's so much to explore there. That's the great thing. Like,
well, if it's anything like the Egypt, like there's so much in Egypt, and they really there's so much. Like, it's just, I can't imagine what they do in China. It's a lot to that game, and I just feel like they benefited from taking some time with this game. It is stellar. It is. Syndicate. I loved Syndicate, and this is Syndicate is crap compared to this.
Yeah,
and
it sounds like
really
mechanically
good.
they really did a good job with Origins. Like they
they
refined, they updated and refined what they had been doing for the past decade.
They kind of shook off the cruft a little bit.
Yeah.
And I remember telling you when I played Syndicate back in 16, I think, that I can't imagine an Assassin's Creed without this zipline mechanic, and I don't even miss it. Like, I don't care. It's there's not a ton of high buildings in this game like in other games, but it's so dense. It is so dense. It's crazy. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Oh, and then Hearthstone, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah. I jumped on last night and just played for about half an hour. It's just like I forgot how much I love this game.
Yeah. I was playing it too today when I popped it. I'm like, oh wow, I have been surprised I hadn't heard you say anything about Hearthstone for a while, especially as it's a thing that you could be playing on your phone or like.
Oh my god, you're fucking right.
Yeah, I mean this is the thing you could be playing it in bed. Like
I don't. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna do that.
I mean, the last time I really played you, I was playing on my phone.
Oh, dude, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I was just sitting on the couch playing you. So yeah, I mean that's
my phone right here. Yeah, I can play on my phone. God damn it, that's great. The single player experience that they've added to that with the Kobolds and Catacombs is just awesome.
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm impressed, and I think they have done a great job of just solidifying that Hearthstone's going to be around for a long time. Like this is your Magic the Gathering of digital CCGs. It's just there, and it's just going to be there forever.
Well, it reminded me last night like how much I liked Magic the Gathering. I'm like, well, I'm not going out to the store to play Magic anymore. So
no, and I will tell you that Magic digitally is really a bad experience. From a design standpoint, it's not in a bad like Magic is great in person. But whenever you're sitting there across on digitally, there's so many interrupts and triggers. Like, so play any of the dual, what is it, Duel of Champions? Not Duel of the Champions. Planeswalkers. Yeah, Duel of Planeswalkers. And you'll just see the turns take so long. They're not long, but they're not really short because you have to sit there and wait. You're like, I play a card, have to wait for a timer to go down so that it doesn't get counterspelled. Next, I play a card, I attack, but we can always play all of our abilities and buff each other and things like that. So there's a lot of waiting and downtime in it because it's not a game designed for digital. It's a game designed that if you're across the table, you can quickly say, I play this card, you counterspell. No, okay, next, move, and it moves quickly. Digitally, you don't get that. And Hearthstone was from a design was like, we're never going to be paper. We don't have to do that. So let's strip out. As you see, there's no interrupts in Hearthstone except for secrets, which are things that you've set and forgot, like, and the game just handles it. So they are very clear that no, you just play things, and your opponent plays things, and you don't. Nothing stops the flow of your turn and going back and forth, like, and that's unfortunate that Magic can't be that game online. So it's kind of eating their lunch basically in the digital space. Yeah.
But it's just got in my blood last night. I was like, oh man! And now that you've reminded me that I can play it on my phone, that's probably bad. I haven't spent. Oh no, that's not true. I bought a couple of those earlier single player experiences, but now this new one is just free. Yep. So that's a much better price.
I think I agree.
Oh my god! I'm looking for those experiences too, like the new-ish experiences where I'm not really paying anything for it. So.
One last thing, I was looking. So when we're playing Crono Trigger for the first time through, there's only one ending.
Oh.
New Game Plus opens up all the other endings.
Oh, I see.
So we can only get one ending playing it through the first time.
So I'm gonna go on YouTube and watch the rest of the endings then.
Probably.
I'm not playing that game again. I mean, I might eventually, but it's taken me this long to play through it once. So
yeah,
and I still haven't done it yet. Yeah, crazy. Well,
I guess that's true. There's technically one slight long. If you do absolutely everything in the game first time through, there's a slightly expanded ending, but nothing.
Almost like
insane.
Arkham Knight, where you can get the ending, and then to get the real ending, you have to collect 9,000 Riddler trophies, which I never did.
Except Chrono Trigger is not going to be collecting things like that.
Yeah, right. God, that was so dumb.
Yep.
You played Asylum and City, but never played Knight, right?
I played Asylum and I played some of City, and I didn't really like City that much. Like, not in a way. I didn't think City was bad. I thought City got bloated. I enjoyed Asylum because it was so intimate and compact, and it was the right amount of story and gameplay for what I wanted. And I was like, I didn't need a bigger Batman game. That was the thing. And each version after that just was like, no, we got to make it bigger. It's got to be bigger and better. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Just tell me a good Batman story. That's why I'm here.
Well, and as much as I liked Night, and I've never played City, it was bloated.
Yeah, it's just that part of that, like, well, it's open world. It's got to have everything.
Right. Oh, my God. The fucking Batmobile stuff in Night was just... Ugh. Anyway, I did it. I beat it, but not the Riddler stuff. I'm not that. I'm not a masochist. Man, all right. Wow, lots of games to play.
Yeah.
Next week, we will be talking about the Nintendo Direct that's coming up, because apparently every week there is a rumor about a fucking Nintendo Direct.
What?
I swear to God, on the subreddit every week, I was like, oh, I heard my uncle works at Nintendo, and there's going to be a Nintendo Direct.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
If one happens, sure, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So this was episode 125 of Prof and Dev Play Games. I am the professor at Prof Plays Games on Twitter, and he is at SummerSpeak on Twitter, the dev. And again, if you enjoy our podcast, please rate us on whatever podcast service you're on, and we will be back next week to talk about more crazy game news.
Yes. Later, everyone.
All right, folks. Yeah, have a great night. And fuck the Patriots.
Agreed.